for scares, it's time for screams. It's Halloween, it's Halloween. The ghosts will spook, the spooks will scare. Why even Dracula will be there. It's time for games, it's time for fun. Not for just one, but for everyone. The jack-o'-lanterns are all lit up. All the dummies are made and stuff. By just looking you will see it's this time of year again. It's Halloween, it's Halloween.
Put you in the mood?
All the kids are happy and gay.
I actually really hate this
song.
Gee, whatever for? You don't like the Shags? What do you have against... Hey, everybody, James Renner is going to make a triumphant return to the show tomorrow. He's going to join us. He used to come in every Halloween, and he's got a book called It Came From Ohio, which is a great compendium about a decade ago of urban legends and things like that, and people would call in and kind of throw in their own, and we'll probably do that again tomorrow. But he hasn't joined us in a bit on the show. So James Renner will be here again tomorrow. He's a renowned author in his own right, true crime and whatnot. You know, it's an 8-hour drive back from Jersey. And so we were listening to MSNBC. No, was it HLN? One of those side channels on satellite. And it was just one long Dateline marathon. You know how you can listen to those shows on satellite? They have like forensic files, and it's just the audio of those shows, obviously. And boy, it is amazing how poorly people think through their crimes.
Just the things they think they're going to get away with.
Yeah.
Or that won't be not even I'm going to get away with this, but like this won't be questioned.
Right.
Or the fact that there's cameras everywhere. They track you with your phones everywhere. All these different things that people don't take into account.
If you're talking currently, yes. Yeah. I mean, a lot of those go back to like the 90s, mid-80s, stuff like that, you know, where they didn't pre-DNA, That's why, you know, with the advent of DNA, it's like if you're somebody in the 70s who was committing crimes and you're still alive, you're on borrowed time because they're probably going to find you. I don't know how anybody ever got caught in the 70s. Yeah, that's why these truckers go to prison and they go, oh, yeah, I murdered 40 women because there was no way to track these people. Unless you had, you know, like an eyewitness or there was some rudimentary forensic evidence.
One of my favorite Mulaney bits is where he talks about how you could get away with murder before they had DNA. They're like, there's a pool of the murderer's blood. Gross.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how anybody got caught.
There's a development in the psychic case. Do you care or no?
Oh,
yeah,
care.
Of course.
Well, here's the new hunch. We're talking about solving crime.
First,
right?
reset it for people.
I had a psychic who was in the studio here in New York, and he told me crazy stuff about my dad. And
Can he actually walk?
He might be able to walk. I don't know. He's in a wheelchair. But Brian called me in the break, and I'm explaining everything to Brian. I'm like, I had this, because he's like, how's your day? And I'm like, I had this crazy, like, spiritual thing happen to me today, and I'm explaining it all. And Brian's quiet, and he's listening, and I was like, holy crap, right? Like, isn't that insane? He goes, yeah, dude, that's crazy. And he goes, it almost sounds like someone hired him. I said, who? He goes, Alan. Like that. So Brian's throwing you on the bus, Alan. Brian thinks that you hired this wheelchair psychic to come in and mess with me.
Your boyfriend is trolling you. You realize this.
No, he said that he knows
He does not believe that.
That you hired the New York wheelchair psychic to come in on the day after my dad's birthday and mess with me.
Sounds more like classic deflection to me, Bill.
You think Brian hired him?
Why would I hire a guy, book him on a New York radio show, put him out in the hallway?
Well, you have connections to do that.
You know I don't like pranks, right?
I'm just saying.
By the way,
Which
I
makes
have
this
no
even more
connection.
likely.
I have no connection to New York. None.
Okay, sure.
Not at iHeart.
Sure.
You're the one that knows Bobby Pitts. Maybe you did this whole thing.
I didn't.
Maybe you.
Nope.
Listen, we're just getting your side. Put the guy on. Have him roll his old ass over there and put this guy on.
I do want to talk to him.
I mean, his phone number.
We're only getting your version of this.
I just thought it was an interesting point that Brian made, that maybe you wanted a new bit on the show.
No, it is absolutely interesting.
Yeah.
It is in no way reflective of what happened.
So.
the dismissive tone in my voice that you heard when you first told this story was completely genuine.
Oh, you weren't like, I gotta play it up so she thinks I don't actually believe this.
What? But he told you so many things that wouldn't
How
that
could he
be
have
that
known?
would be cruel, by the
That
way.
would be so cruel.
Yeah.
Especially to
I'm
know.
not I'm a lot of things. I've been called cruel, but I am not.
To know how I am as a person and to know that I believe in that stuff.
Yes.
And then to play my dead dad.
It's low hanging fruit.
I
It's
would leave.
shooting fish in a barrel, boy.
If I found out you orchestrated that would be it. I mean, not that you care if I don't finish out the rest of the year, but I would have walked off the show.
Spoiler
I'd been
alert,
like,
if that's
"Screw
something
this."
I would have done, I would have told him to do things that were all completely wrong.
Why?
Because you would
I
have
bet
to.
I wouldn't have told you about it.
No, but for you would have had to have. I
That's
don't need.
convenient.
I don't need to know about it. It would be funny because he would report back to me.
Wait. Hold
You're
on.
not going to gloss over it, but yeah, 100%. If that guy was wrong, I would have never mentioned the fact that I met a psychic today.
No, but he would tell me.
Oh, if you hired him.
Yes,
Yeah.
he would tell me, and I would tell him everything because I don't think you'd be satisfied with all of it being wrong. You'd figure out something that would work.
You
go,
think
well,
I'd connect dots that weren't there?
that's what people who go to psychics do.
I
That's
didn't
why.
go
That's
to
why.
him.
That's why. I know. I'm just saying. You voluntarily sat down with a guy who was going to read your palms. People who go to psychics want someone to tell them something. It's like people who read their horoscopes, right? They go, "Oh, today'd be a good day to ask for a raise," and they go, "Yeah, if I had a job, I would ask for a raise." That's spot on, you know. So yeah, of course, people connect dots that aren't there. That's the entire business model of psychics and palm readers.
So clear it up for me in one succinct word. Did you hire the wheelchair psychic to mess with me?
No. Does it get more succinct than 2 letters?
No, it does not.
I like the way Brian thinks, though.
That was the first thing out of his mouth. He goes, I bet Alan hired him. I said,
Why would I do that?
That's what I said.
Yeah.
He goes, I don't know, to mess with you.
Can you do?
No, but now
homework, though?
I have a little window into Brian's mind.
That he would do that.
Well,
is
no,
cool. That's
just
a
that he thinks that I would undertake some elaborate,
plan.
Yeah.
Can you watch YouTube videos about the tricks of cold reading?
Did you do that? And now you feel like you?
No, I
avoided
haven't
me?
watched it. I just I want to know, because I already don't believe it. So I want to know, like, if you watch this, will you be like, oh,
He did that, or he
did
didn't
that,
do that?
yes,
Yeah, I'll
yes,
watch it.
that's- Yeah.
But the thing, like I said, his eyes were closed for most of it.
Mhm.
But
Well,
yeah.
that's why me watching this is pointless. But you watching it, you'll be like, oh, this guy used these tricks, or this guy was good.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't like Derek Delgadio, and that's one of the finest examples of an illusionist at the top of his game that exist in modern pop culture.
I didn't like it because he came out and said, this is fake.
Mm-hmm.
But then to say this is fake and then prey on people's emotions, I think is more cruel than to let me believe it's real.
But they
and
could have
prey on
walked
my
out.
Emotions.
People who went to this thing wanted to see an illusionist do his thing, knowing that he was going to trick you.
Okay, but it's
So
like,
there was no subterfuge whatsoever. I mean, obviously, he's going to do an illusion. That's the beauty of it. That's the fun. Hey, this is all fake, but you're never going to figure out how I did it. That's the performance.
That's the part that I feel is unfair.
Because you want to know how it's done.
Either I want to know how it's done.
I don't want to know how
or
those things
just-
are done. I
or
want to be
just
able to
tell me it's real.
I want to be able to yeah, but his effort and his ability to create the illusion, that's very real. He works on that, but he tells you the structure of this as you are immersed in it. You're not going to know how I did it. A lot of this is fake. That's fascinating. I like to marvel at the skill behind it. I don't need to know about the man behind the curtain all the time.
I don't know. I think my issue with David Delgadio is saying up front, hey, I'm going to lie to you. None of this is real.
But that's what all magicians do.
But I'm going to take some of the most delicate information from your life and use it against you.
Right, but all
to
those-
elicit an emotional response.
But obviously-
That's mean.
Obviously, because those envelopes with personal information in them, all those people have been vetted. all those people voluntarily knew what they were doing, and they all opted to be part of that. It's not like he walked up to people and said, hey, FYI, and they were like, okay, I don't know what you're saying, but count me in. I mean, these people were all in it, but they didn't know how or what was going to be revealed to them. That's fascinating to me.
Well,
it's like a natural wonder. It's like a guy who's able to harness
a special power that
nature.
only he was bestowed upon.
No, there are plenty of illusionists. There are guys who, David Blaine, here's my new illusion. I lie in a box. Okay.
How does he do it?
Yeah, he's in ice. What? Yeah, there are plenty of illusionists. But, and again, I haven't heard anything about that guy since.
Derek Delgado? Because he works on his next thing. So he directed Neil Brennan's special.
Oh, Boxes or whatever?
Yeah,
okay.
That one. And then he's working on his new thing. But when you do something that is that intricate, it took him a decade to put that whole thing together.
Yeah.
So it's not like he can just go into the comedy store and workshop a new hour.
Well, no, I didn't know if all of his work were those big productions or if he just does like, I'm in Vegas 3 nights a week or whatever.
No, I don't think he does like a stage show until he does something like this. I think he's very calculated in what he does.
Mary, how will you celebrate National Cat Day today? Or have you, other than the 18,000 photos of your cat in your phone?
It's National Cat Day today?
Yeah.
I don't even know. I got a lot going on today, dude.
I understand.
I'll probably give her a kiss and a treat.
A kiss and a treat.
Grab a little head and
Is that different from any other day?
kiss it a bunch of times and say Happy Cat Day. Like that.
There's a lot of study done on interspecies communication, scientific reports. For anybody who reads this, you will have seen a couple of articles they wrote on communication between the feline and the human. And if a cat person will tell you that they already know this, that when a cat slow blinks you, that's a good thing.
It's like a sign of like trust and love.
Right.
It's a cat's way of saying I love you.
But the studies that they do, they say, nope, that's dead on. It's not made up. Slow blinking cats. Now, I have very little experience with cats, so I didn't know that the slow blink was a thing at all.
Yeah. They're like, it is exactly what it sounds like. They very slowly like lower their eyelids, close them, and really slowly open them. And
isn't that them just falling asleep?
No, I think it's them saying like, I'm comfortable enough around you to close my eyes.
I see.
Like, I love you. You're
Whereas
chill.
a dog will show his belly.
Well, cats will show their belly too.
Oh.
This is just another thing they do.
I see. Oh, cats have to have more than one submissive behavior. I get it.
They got 9 lives.
Yeah. Hey, Gaylord. Hello, Gaylord.
Are our phones broken today?
No. I think a lot of times I'll pick the line up, but I won't pop them up yet so the audience can hear. But they'll hear me, and I think some people think I'm talking to them, even though I'm clearly not communicating with them yet. I don't know. Hey, Gaylord, are you there? All right. Have you seen the Detroiters boys doing the Totino's Pizza Rolls ad?
Chasmo.
Boy.
So funny.
Mm-hmm.
They did a couple like shorter ones, and then they released the 2-minute long sketch, and I really enjoyed it.
What is your name?
I don't know. Names aren't like a big deal.
They're,
Oh, come on, man. Just, this is the thing, too. You go to a website, and they automatically show you an ad.
Mm-hmm.
But if you actually want to watch that ad, they switch to something else.
Yeah.
I'm like, just don't show me anything then. How about that? This is what I want from the internet. Are you ready?
Ready.
It's a hot take.
Okay.
No ads.
No ads.
Wow.
Let's go back to mid-90s internet.
Make America great again, America.
Terrible hexadecimal colored coding on websites, just remedial, rudimentary stuff, and no ads.
Just find it on YouTube.
A lot of people can't believe that guy, they're like, how small was the guy or how big was that goddamn suitcase? That
Yeah,
that
I mean,
woman
well,
zipped the guy.
Suitcase.
He might have been a short king.
Might
If
have
he
been.
was only 5'4".
Yeah. By the way, we referenced this guy earlier today. I don't remember what we were talking about, but that guy. Oh, I know the MAGA types who were making fun of Paul Pelosi getting hit in the head with a hammer.
Mhm.
They gave that dude life in prison.
Good.
Yeah, David
Tried to kill-
DePape.
Attempted
Trying to
murder.
kill someone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Federal charges against him. ABC's Selena Wang in San Francisco tonight.
Selena Wang.
Tonight, a jury finding David DePape guilty on both federal charges of assault and attempted kidnapping for his hammer attack on Paul Pelosi, the husband of the former Speaker of the House.
Drop the hammer.
All right, I forgot that he was like standing there talking to the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. What is going on right now?
After the verdict, the Pelosi family releasing a statement saying they're very proud of their pop, who demonstrated extraordinary composure and courage on the night of the attack and in the courtroom this week.
Good grief. Guy smashed through his window. Yeah, all right. Well, there you go. Hey, Dick.
Hey,
Jump from the frying pan
I
into the
wanted-
fire.
I wanted to say a moment of silence.
Terry Garr.
I sent a card about Jimmy Donovan. It's sad.
What about
Very
Terry
sad.
Garr?
Alan, it was bad.
What about Terry
Jimmy
Garr?
Donovan. Oh, that's bad.
What about Terry Garr?
I don't know about him,
She was gorgeous.
but yeah. Oh, I just wanted to tell you, my friend's okay. She's in a nursing home. She might be back about Christmas. They're doing rehab on
You
her
mean your
leg, so she's
girlfriend?
Yeah.
Do you get
She's in
conjugal
a-
visits?
I go about every day. It's only 5 minutes from the house.
For conjugal
Yeah.
visits?
Ew.
Yeah.
Dick.
But
Aptly named.
every I've been back playing music now. I'm considered. I found about 2 ukulele groups I've been jamming with. So I went from mandolin to ukulele. How about that?
Doesn't seem like it seems like a lateral move, Dick.
Yeah, but it's something that I wanted to learn.
It's not like you, went
but
from the
I'll
mandolin to the sousaphone.
sousaphone, yeah. So, hey, I ought to dress like a banjo player and come down to the Cavaliers game. You think they'd let me in?
You mean to see LeBron and Bronny tomorrow night?
Yeah. You think they'd let me in?
Probably. Do you? What do you?
Probably.
What do you hand out for Halloween, Dick? When the kids come to Dick's house, what are you passing out on Halloween night?
I usually pass out. They haven't been coming in this area too much. I don't know if they were out last night and it was late, but they haven't been coming here for a couple years.
Well, I mean, Halloween is Thursday night, so they're not going to come last
Yeah.
night. Yeah.
No,
You
but
hand
I'm
out.
gonna have
I bet you hand out Bit-O honey, don't you?
No, they like Reese's Cups and Hershey bars. How about that?
All right, good. You get them the full size or the cheapy tiny ones?
The cheapy, tiny ones.
All right.
Hey, go Browns!
What
huh?
about
Go
what about?
Browns.
Why don't you hand out twin bings?
Twin Bings?
Yeah, twin bings.
Hey, I could play. Hey, listen. They call me They call me the what is it now? They call me the Don Ho of the Beaver Creek Stumper. Now, Don Ho, I know was good, but I know I can't play as good as Don Ho, right?
I don't know. I don't know how well Don Ho played. Can you do tiny bubbles?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. Well, I think that's all it takes.
Yeah, but I'm doing pretty good, though. You know, everything's good. I thought I'd check in, you know. And I think the Browns with Winston are going to make it, buddy. I think so. That's for me, buddy. Have a good night.
Everybody have Dick tonight.
Oh, there goes Dick. He went from the mandolin to the what? Lute?
I don't know.
His girlfriend's in the nursing home, and he visits her every day. Probably got a little blue pill in his pocket. You think?
No.
What's the likelihood of that?
I don't even know. I wouldn't be surprised if they never actually had sex.
That's what I'm thinking.
Or kissed.
I think he's had a platonic female roommate for 70 years.
Oh.
Fun. All right, well, now he's got the place to himself. So it's dick on the loose. It's dick on the loose.
And the loot.
Coming to the Romo Fijo dressing as a banjo or some crap. All right, we got to go. What do you have coming up, William?
This Friday, I'm doing a show at Imposters Theater. Also this Friday, the audio for my special, We're Getting Famous, is coming out. You can get that at my website, billsquire.com. There's links for Amazon and Apple and things like that. And it'll be streaming on all the apps. So please check that out. But please buy it because that helps support me. Because streaming pays nothing.
Mary Lynn?
Nothing's real except God and psychics. Mary Santora Comedy on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook.
Is there a science fair tomorrow?
Sure. Oh, maybe I'll do a science fair on psychics.
Yes.
Okay.
Non-overlapping magisteria. All right,
see.
good. Thank you guys very much for hanging out. I am on your social media accounts at Alan Cox Show. Program in full is on the iHeartRadio app for you or wherever you